go to pitching. Chris Smith here is got some things that I'm going to use him as far as your pitching. If you guys kind of want to get where you can see him, and I'd like you to try some of these. Things. It might be easier if you find a line as if it's the rubber. So Chris, why don't you come up here? That's okay too. Use the free throw line. Okay. First thing. This is all from the wind up. The first thing that we actually go step by step by step by step. The first thing we do is just get them to go to this. Okay? Everything is balanced. What we've really found with the freshmen, like I said, if you guys want to try this, that'd be fine. What we found is the guys are doing this. They'll take big steps and actually almost fall completely out of bounds. They're like this, they're doing the Fideo Nomo, all kinds of fun, where the Japanese do those kind of things. It's just enough to get this foot turned. Next thing we get to, then we actually bring out a chair. We call it the chair drill. They go here and actually have to set their foot on a chair. We want them to get here. What we found is they just want to do this. Okay? From the wind-up, they actually get to a chair. I stole this from Lincecum. If you watch the Major League Baseball channel, Lincecum was on there. This is simple as the thing you think of. He's about this tall and throws 98. All he does is point his toe back that direction. What's that do? It locks his hips. So when he's here, he points that toe, it locks his hips in just a bit that direction. We're not going to do the no-mo and go completely the other direction. Okay? So here, come to this position right here. My knee is parallel. My toe is pointed. I should be able to stand here for 2-3 minutes if I'm balanced. If you're not standing on the outside part of your foot, you're not going to be able to stand like this forever. Okay? So here, right here, next thing we're going to do is down and out. We do not want them stepping over the log. Okay? So up to this point, it's here, down, out. This glove is not going to move very much. I'm going to get to the natural throwing position, the cobra head, just like the cobra snake. I'm going to be right here. I'm going to show the baseball to the guy. There's the guy standing on second base. This is called the launch position. We want him right here in this position. This is my rifle. You guys probably shoot guns. This is where you aim. I'm going to be right here. Where my elbow goes is where the baseball is going to go. If I'm here, the baseball is going to go that direction. If I'm there, the baseball is going to go in that direction. Okay? So here, launch position. The other thing a little trick is tell them to read the watch. Read that watch. If you had a watch on, you're going to be right there. It's going to look like just like this. As I come through, I'm pushing off this leg. Here, I'm pushing hard. I want a good stride. I don't want a short one. I don't want a long one. They're going to have to figure out what that stride is for them. Okay? So I'm going to be in this position right here. I'm reading the watch. As I start to throw, I'm going to put this elbow right here into my hip. Straight down, straight over the top. The last thing is finish. Again, I stole this from Lincecum. Now, I don't have a $100 bill, but they put a $100 bill down on the ground in front of me. Go down and pick up the $100 bill. From here, reach down. You can see that commercial right now for 2K9 MLB video game. You hear him say, get over your front leg. Get over your front leg. Going straight at it. All right. So, Chris, you want to go through here? Ready. We'll just holler and see what easy here, you have it down. Real easy. Okay. Little step, just enough to get that foot turned. You notice how he gets his leg even higher. Okay. That's what's worked for him, but he's here, straight back, straight back down, straight out. Real easy here. Hard to see this baseball. It is hard to see him here. He's right here, straight back down, straight out, straight over the top, finish that thing. I tell him to get to the baseball card pose. You always see the baseball card pose where his leg is up on the top? Right there. See where he finished right over the top? It's hard to do. You have to think about that. It's not a natural thing. stretch position and see where everybody is. There you go. One more. Straight up, straight down. Right there. Follows over straight over the top. Okay? Any questions there? Anything you've seen in the past? Boy, why do they do that or anything like that? Okay? Coming from the stretch. Okay? Very similar. Okay? The only thing is we really teach them is make sure that this back leg has a little bit of bend. You don't want to be standing straight up and down. Okay? And the main reason for that is it takes longer because the first thing you want to do is this. It takes longer to get rid of the baseball. That gives the guy another step or two on stealing. I don't know what you guys' rules.
Across the plate.
Is that what it is? Yeah. At our level, obviously, what we teach them, we want to be slightly on this leg, just a little bit. About 60% of our weight's going to be back here. Okay? And we teach the slide step, again, because of stealing. We don't want them to pick it up and put it over the log or step it in the bucket. So when they're here, it's just drive. You still have to get over the top. That's how to do it. Okay? Chris, go through a couple of those. Still comes set. They haven't thrown much from the stretch yet, just this week. Everything's running normal. A couple more here. It's more difficult to come from this position and you get to that baseball card mode where you've got your foot up in the air. It takes a little more strength, a little more discipline to get to that point. Has to think about it a little more. Okay? Let me check here, see where the other coaches are. Coach Shaw.